What was your interactions with Vince McMahon like?
Uh, Very minimal. We did, I mean, if you saw him in the hallways, you would shake his hand. But I remember at WrestleMania when he was wrestling Shawn, you're in the hotel WrestleMania weekend, everyone's doing their thing, and I didn't realize this, I didn't know how they did it, but apparently, yeah, they have like rooms, like conference halls sectioned off with rings, so people guys can go in there and and discuss their matches or whatnot, like a day or two beforehand. And we weren't actually even invited to their match. We, as soon as they were finished putting together their match, that's when they said, okay, bring the squad in. And so we came in like, hey, you're going to be doing this. And but when we saw Vince, he's like, you guys are ready for WrestleMania? Like he was just pumped. And we were like, oh shit, yeah, hell yeah. Um, yeah. But with Vince, I think you never, I don't know, like after that, I'm like, oh, I'm cool with Vince. Then you see him in the hallways. But when you see him in the hallways, you're not going to be like, hey, Vince, what's going on, man? He just walks by and he's just like, gentlemen. And then he keeps going. I mean, you got to think that guy's running a multi-million-dollar company. He's got so many gears rolling in his head, so many different things going on, and stuff to manage and produce. And I mean, you kind of just want to stay out of his way when you're at TV. But any interaction I had with him, he was always cool. Did you
So
ever
that
interact with
was
Vince?
just a hello.
Yeah, yeah.
Just,
Shake the
hello,
hand.
thanks for coming. I one time after TV, because you got to figure 93, 94, there was no like 24-hour shops like there is now, So you went anywhere you saw a light on the road to get whatever you
Right.
wanted to eat back then. So we pulled over, we went somewhere, and in walks Vince, Pat, and
No.
Bruce. Yeah, and I'm like, I'm an 18-year-old kid. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's Brother Love, Pat Patterson, and Vince McMahon. I was like,
Yeah, yeah.
how you doing, boys? They acknowledged us, but yeah, it's like you can close your eyes and feel Vince's presence in a room. It's
Oh
insane.
yeah. 100%. Yeah. Yeah. He's a force to be reckoned with for sure.
Yeah. Oh, so who told you you were winning the tag belts?
Man, I don't remember. I think it was just an agent, or maybe it was just the right. Oh no, I think it might have been Chris Joseph. Actually, we worked with him a lot when we first got called up. And various producers would come up and have us practice, cheers or this and that. Um, but I mean, there was one chick actually who was just, I think it was the Royal Rumble, and she was constantly like, okay, practice your cheer again, practice your cheer again. And then like 10 minutes later, she'd come back and go, oh, okay, let's get the guys together. We're gonna practice it again. Dude, we must have done it fucking every 20 minutes, every 15, 20 minutes, 4 or 5 times in a row, for 8 hours. And um she was just so annoying. And I remember thinking, I'm like, we can't keep doing it like this. Like this is just it's just too much. And I think, one of the other guys too recognized that. But at some point he asked her, hey, because we're on the road and we're signing our booking contracts, can we move home? She said yes. Well, at some point, agents or Vince or Johnny Ace found out that she had told us that, and she was like, "Oh, you're not authorized to tell them that," and they ended up letting her go. Um, I feel bad about that, but I don't remember. I'm trying to think of how that actually went down. But either way, after that, it was just kind of like normal days at TV. It was like, hey, you show up, hey, you're wrestling so and so. This is my expectations. This is what I want to see out of the match. Go put something together. Come find me, and then you put together your match. Come, hey, do this, take that out, milk this a little bit. Okay, you're good. And that's how we kind of. That's how every house show and even TV was. So yeah, it was smooth sailing after that, I would say.